Hello, my peeps. Oops, I'm I'm lopsided, and I'm a little lopsided this morning. I got more sleep than usual, and then I woke up and I'm really emotional. So I put on a bunch of sad music. Just thought, right, come on in, old friend. And one of the lovely subscribers, I think it was Nita Nap, I can really relate to, talked about steering into the skid, leaning into it. And I thought that was just brilliant, because we can resist it. We can try to, act like there's no skid. But as a driver, if you start to go, you steer into the skid. It's counterintuitive, but it's a way of getting back on track. And I feel like, for me, when I, am sort of overtaken by a wave of sadness, rather than trying to white knuckle my way through it, it is helpful to steer into the skid. Put on the sad music and just be there with myself. I'd written down also 3 things that I think, this was ages ago. I wrote down triggers show attachment. When you get a big reaction to something, it just sets you off. It shows that you're hanging on to something. It shows that we're hanging on to something. And the other one was ricochet. That I think it's a thing that can happen to us in situations where a bullet is fired, an emotional bullet or some kind of action that's directed this way, but it hits something, a ricochet. It just goes bing, bing, bing. So you're not the intended target, but you get hit anyway. And the other thing was price of admission. I think that that sadness and that feeling, or that susceptibility to the hurt that wasn't even intended for us, is kind of the price of admission to life. If you're going to be vulnerable, if you're going to be out there, you're going to get triggered, you're going to make attachments, and they're going to break. You're going to be impacted by all manner of things. Not even a direct hit, an indirect hit. And that's the price of admission. Are we willing to pay it? Yes, I think so. But then be prepared to wake up, overwhelmed by emotion and steer into the skid. I have this out this morning and I just love it. I don't know if it's a crystal that is shaped into this, but it's got a kind of prismatic. Anyway, I'm holding on to this morning and just prayer for clarity. Okie dokie. Lean into it. Steer into the skid. Counterintuitive, but that's how you survive and get back on track. If you try to yank the wheel and steer out of the skid, it makes it worse. A little trouble shuffling these days, so let me just take a minute. Deep breath. And it helps if you just send me, I'm pre-recording this, but I'm still tapping in to y'all. So just, you know, bring it in. First card out. Bring it in. Queen of Cups. Look at that. This is the receptivity to love. This is opening up. I love that posture. You know, it's almost like the charismatic churches when you're opening to spirit, to the love, to... And she's up to about here in water. And feeling it all. So, yeah, tell us more. What's she feeling? Oh, I love that. I don't know if you can hear it. That's the singing ball. That's not the purpose. I donged it before we began. Okay. I'll just let that keep ringing. Fool. A card of Aries. North Node in Aries. This is like your destiny is to move forward to this bold new beginning. It's kind of a steer into the skid. You know, take the risk, make the leap. Easy to say, but it's also, when it's time, it's sort of inevitable. 10 of Cups. Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups. I mean, this person could be a water sign, is so, you know, she's 10 of Cups in herself. She's also saying the prayer, bring it in. Bring it. You know, this card of just the fullness of heart, the fullness of feelings, all of them. 3 of Swords. Fullness of heart, breaking of heart. It's a sword energy, but it's piercing the heart. And I think the swords are memories. You know, whatever it is, it's happened. And these are the repercussions. And then I believe we begin again. Major Arcana. A bigger energy than any of these other, oh my goodness. Ace of Cups. In the heart space. Under Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups. A beginning, an opportunity for new love. You know, are we open to that? Well, evidently we're defensive. 7 of Wands. But again, see, it's the protective bubble, and it's a circle, and for some reason it's like the circle of the bubble and the circle of the cup. It's also a card of standing up for yourself. But this isn't being defensive per se. This is being protective. And there's a difference. You know, and I see the hands here in Ace of Cups and the hands here in 7 of Wands. You know, it's sort of like this opportunity for love, yes, but reserving, you know, reserving a part of yourself. Maybe from expectations, under under Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. I think it's sort of like growing it again. You know, because Three of Swords is like the break. And this is regrowth. Nurturing something. Growing it in 3D, in your life, takes time, takes attention, takes energy. And this is sort of like the fracture, the fissure. And I think this is rebuilding over time. It's growth, growing beyond the pain. And under Fool, interestingly enough, Devil. Remember I said, I said triggers show attachment. This is a card of attachment. The puppet strings. And I don't think it's being manipulated by somebody else. I think this is in the heart of us. But it's an earth energy, Capricorn, and so is this. Capricorn works with attachment. It's the sign that acknowledges shadow and kind of owns it. You know, it's not put off somewhere. That's not mine. That's not me. I don't do that. Under Fool. I see it as kind of, and this is an invitation. You know, he's holding out a hand. And it does have the puppet strings on the hand that he's holding out. He, she, they. I mean, I just say that's the image on the card. I think these are sort of opposing energies. The attachment, the beginning. The new beginning, Fool. Card of Aries, card of Capricorn. And the one that was sort of left on the table under Devil is Five of Swords. Another kind of fracture. You know, in traditional Rider-Waite, it shows the battle, the victors, the losers. To me, this is more like the messages from however you want to conceive, you know, it has various names. Spirit, higher power, Allah, God. So it's almost like the, you know, it shows us, our triggers show us our attachment. And this is like mental, it's static. The guy's holding his head. It's a little bit like this. Both in sword energy. The fracture, the hurt, the separation, the battle is to do with how you think about it, how you frame it. And do you avoid the trigger? Do you avoid the attachment? Do you consign it to the corner? That's when shadow kicks into gear. So I think it's really, it behooves us to work through these challenging sword energies, because Five of Swords shows us our attachment. That's the trigger, and this is what it does. And rather than pushing it away, disowning it, we take in the message, because really the message is start fresh, begin again, take the risk. It's the price of admission. It's the price of admission. You know, we're in the 3D life is where time is a factor. It's the price of admission to life. You know, that we have to move through time and attachments, and there goes the ring again. Ding! It's like next round. Let's clarify the Fool, the new beginning, please. Okay, we got 2. Knight of Cups. Incoming message. You know, it's a love offer. And it's somebody who's traveled. Perhaps literally a distance or emotionally a distance toward this new beginning, or because of this willingness to take the risk. The Fool, card of 0 on the Major Arcana, speaks to the individual willing to take the risk, the leap. And it may be that you've made a love offer to somebody, and this is what happened. You know, you put it out there and there was some kind of fracture, separation. Ten of Wands. Yeah. It's wrapping up a cycle and moving on from this heartbreak. From the heartbreak. And this 3 of Swords, because it's a 3 card, and often it means a third party. In the ricochet realm, you know, where people get hurt kind of unintentionally, but you're in the line of fire somehow. I remember watching cowboy movies as a kid, and they always had like, pew, pew. You know, the person would be ducking behind the rock, and there's a lot of bullets flying everywhere. And I remember saying, I guess to one of my parents, what's that sound? Ping, 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 ping. And they said, it's the ricochet. The bullet that misses, narrowly misses. But you can get struck by the ricochet. I mean, it's no joke. You can get... But it's over. This is a cycle rapid. This is like moving out of the way. Moving on. Perhaps from some sort of third-party situation. And it doesn't mean necessarily another person. Ménage à trois or whatever. It can be fracture caused by the memory of that, or by anything that split the connection. Wrapping up that cycle. You know, taking your stuff and hitting the road. And I don't get the feeling that it's a literal move in this case. I think it's a, you know, in terms of direction, purpose, inspiration, all those things that are fire energies, Wands energy. You know, in order to preserve, and this is a fire element, the new beginning, the risk taking. I'll re-enter, I'll begin again after this wraps up. That's the direction I'm heading. Major Arcana, card of the same energy. I'm wrapping up the cycle so I can begin. You know, the price of admission. But it's over. There really is a new beginning here. That's the good news. Okay. We're going to clarify. How about Seven of Wands? This protective energy. And this is sort of protective energy too. Like I hear it, but I don't want to hear it. Because the messengers are trying to tell this person something. I think about their trigger. Bottom of the deck, Star card. You know, to my mind, the best sword energy in the deck. It's a card of Aquarius. It's a card of healing, of being connected to your dreams, being guided. This is sort of the message not coming through, the kind of frontal lobe part of the brain. This is clarity of the highest degree. You know, this is sort of resisting the guides, and this is the exact opposite. Having a higher perspective that gives you the clarity, sword energy, because you're connected to it. You know, it's not like it's outside of you. It's inside of you. It's a major arcana, which usually speaks to inside. In your psyche, in the most basic story. Not the story you tell yourself that does this Three of Swords business. It's fractured, it's gone. The memory of this haunts me. I'll never get over it. Ten of Wands, yeah, got over it on the move. And this is sort of being guided to the place you belong. And I think it's this. You know, the land of love and fulfillment. Because that's who you are. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, maybe. Aries, Leo, Sag. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Just the elements of earth, water, air. And we have fire in here, big time, in Fool and Seven of Wands. Star. On Queen of Cups. You know, and I think we have to be open to our destiny, and open in the sense of, I'll receive it. You know, been hurt. We've all been hurt. Price of admission. Tell us about Ace of Cups, please. Price of admission. The wounded heart. The healed heart. The new beginning. And aces can speak to self. You know? You know, love has survived. Love endures. We got some more here. Yeah. And the new beginning. Ace of Swords on, okay, we got a couple, wow. Ace of Swords on Seven of Wands and High Priestess. A card of high intuition, of listening to spirit, to God, to the override, to the thing that connects you directly. It's like the mainlining it. It's coming right into your crown chakra. Another water energy card, Pisces, Cancer, Libra. So it sort of combines the feeling aspect and the intellectual aspect in Libra, the card of balance. That's on Seven of Wands, along with, it's interesting because High Priestess is about feelings, openness to feelings, openness to receiving the messages, and there it is coming in. Directly into your brain, directly into your everything, crown chakra and all the other ones, as something new and true. So we have Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. You open your heart, even though there's this hurt or the memory of the hurt, but the fresh thing comes in, And I think this is like gathering your strength again. Seven of Wands coming at you. You're protected. You're shifting your focus. An interesting sword energy is sort of intellectual, cerebral, and this is intuitive. So the light that's coming in to your brain, to the thinking part of yourself, that also remembers the hurt. You steer into the skid. Steer into the skid. And your guides, spirit, is helping you along the way, is filling you up through crown chakra, the part of you that is receptive, not busy analyzing, not busy blocking, not full of static. Steer into the skid. On Seven of Pentacles, we have Moon. Another card of deep feelings. Piscean energy. Submerging in them. It's a card of the mystery, the unknown, what's not yet fully revealed, but is growing in 3D with your time and attention and care. You're growing this elaborate root system. And these colorful energies in the root system strike me as chakra energies. It's the kind of cosmic energy coming in, because you're open. You're open-hearted. You, Ace of Cups, having taken a ricochet hit, perhaps in a third-party situation. And this is, you've really cared about this. Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups. So you're submerging, you're not fighting it, you're steering into the skid. Taking the deep dive. And in your waking life, because this is sort of the unconscious, in your 3D life, Seven of Pentacles, waking life, you're nurturing it. You're bringing it from subconscious into where you can grow it. This would be on 10 of Cups. Strength. I love that. Card of Leo, another fire energy sign. regaining personal power, opening to the light, overcoming these double Three of Swords. I mean, I think everybody got hurt. Because in Three of Swords, if there are three parties, you know, nobody everybody, it's ricochet all the way around. Injury. But this is the healing. The compassionate Cups energy. And in this depiction, there's the heart on the pendant. The lion and the lamb. I'll say, in that same fire energy of strength and Fool, Queen of Wands. Highly intuitive. You know, tapping into source energy. And this is, you know, bringing it. See how it's landing in her hand? Queen of Wands does not panic and go in search. She lets it come to her. Lets it come to her. This personal power. The power of Fool. The power of strength. Of overcoming. Doubling down on Three of Swords. This is sort of a card of depletion, of fracture. And this is a card of healing it through your intuitive energy, your acceptance of the gift of grace. In feelings energy. A lot of cups here, a lot of flow. Ready to receive. In that high priestess way. This is sort of ultimate enlightenment. And I think it's, you know, it's our wounds, which are the price of admission, that somehow allow for the new love. This separation and pain, you know, they're both heart. Look at the heart. Staying open to the possibility of love, you know, despite the wound. Wounds heal. Wounds heal. Aquarius, an ultimate card of healing, because you're connected to this light, the light within you and without you. Healing from the ricochet, and we have it again. You know, in order to heal, I think it involves stepping back from these other concerns, sort of sealing yourself off to regain your power, to preserve your power. Wands energy. And I think that enables you to do this. The bubble, you know, and the moon. That cyclical, progressive energy of the moon. Okay, that's on moon. And I think there's a tinge of, as you do this deep dive into feelings, you open up again. You know, it's important to sort of maintain your fire energy. Because other concerns, other people, their concerns are not your concerns. You know, you're taking a stand in a certain way. And we have 2 sevens. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. I see 7 of Wands as like a focus. Eight of Pentacles. This is a card of doing the work in a daily life. And more accurately, having done the work to grow something, to nurture something. 7 of Pentacles gets you to the 8. And again, the phases of the moon. It happens over time. The growth, the revelation. You've done the feelings work of the deep dive of the moon. You know, and it's not like a set it and forget it. It's you know, because we live in this place of time, the realm of time. You know, it's like a moon phases. It comes and it goes, and it comes and it goes. Eight of Pentacles. And it allows for, I mean, she's sitting down. She's done the work. He, she, they. In that field of Capricorn. Done the work of the attachments. Protecting the fire. The purpose, the direction, the creativity. I'm going to get one more on Fool, and then we'll wrap it up. Whoa, okay. That's brilliant. Hermit. Card of Virgo, a card of the light within, of the need to sort of ascend, and there are the stairs again. The stairs appear in Ace of Swords too. You know, it's sort of like the enlightenment comes in and it's elevating you. It's bringing in your inner wisdom, the inner light. Card of Virgo. Same. Capricorn, earth energy. And something about, what did we say at the beginning? Triggers show attachment. And this would be the trigger. This is like the mental ricochet. When the brain is going bing, 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 bing. The hurt is kind of resonating. The memory of the hurt. But it prompts this withdrawal and search, you know, your deepest, the heart of your heart. To gain this wisdom, a new perspective. The light within, the light that you're connected to, that, you know, the heavenly light. And I'm reminded, I think it's Leonard Cohen, we're all broken. That's how the light gets in. We're all broken. That's the price of admission in this 3D world. We have to keep doing the work through the cycles. You know, there is no kind of do it and we're done. We have to keep doing this. Keep ascending to get the wisdom. And then it comes in directly, and I've lost my Ace of Swords. Here we go. Let in the light. This understanding, this new way of thinking about something. Let in the light. Let in the light. That's how the light gets in. I hope you can hear that. It's a lovely sort of affirmation. Ding, ding. Where the memory, that memory of the hurt resonates. Bing. Okay. Have a good cry if you need to. Never hurts. Never hurts. It's a way to process hurt, to soften the heart. That's our work. See you next time.